Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and I thought I'd make a video about two knife companies that I'd really like to love, but I can't. And got a story behind one of them, um, and that is Emerson knives and Microtech knives. And I've owned both. Well, I've actually owned two Emersons. My brother's owned two Emersons. I've owned one Microtech. And let's start with Emerson's. I love Ernest Emerson. I love his designs. I really think he's really talented at knife maker. But his knives cost anywhere from $250, $300, even more. And basically, what you're getting is a slab constructed lino lock with a steel that's not heat treated to its full potential, which I understand why he does that. Is he wants a tough knife. He doesn't necessarily want a knife that holds its edge for a long period of time. He wants something that won't break. But Emerson knives, they just to put it in a way like my brother described it, they seem like a really good knife maker who's making knives out of his garage, like an amateur knife maker. Um, I know he's not an amateur, but the designs and how they're executed are really basic. And for the same money that you spend on a Emerson knife, you can excuse me, I got a cough. You can spend that money on a Benchmade and get something with an axis lock, anodized aluminum, or something other than Peel Ply G10. You can actually get different color G10. You can get something like it with S30V that's heat treated properly. You can get a variety of steels like D2. Um, so you can buy just about any Benchmade that you want, or you can buy a cold steel knife that's 5.5 inches. They've upgraded their steel, so it's a better steel, XHP, and you get the triad lock. You can get polished G10 or Peel Ply G10. So for the money that you spend on a Benchmade, you could probably buy a very good cold steel knife or a couple of decent cold steel knives, or you can buy a Benchmade or a Spyderco that's a better performer, but and it's better fit and finish. Like I said, I love Ernest Emerson's designs. I think he's very talented. I think he needs to come down on his prices to really compete. When I want a tactical knife, I want something that's 5.5 inches. Um, I have nothing strictly against the lino lock, but I think the axis lock's a little bit better. I think the triad lock's better. Um, I think Ernest Emerson's lino locks can be a little bit inconsistent, um, but I think that his knives are good. I think they're not really they're not a knife that I really want to defend my life with. I call them a tactical EDC. It's a it's an EDC knife that could be used to defend your life, but they're more well suited for EDC tasks. They definitely have an aggressive look to them, but yeah, I love Ernest Emerson's designs. I think he's a cool guy. I love to go fishing with him, but his prices are just way too high for what you're getting. Um, the next knife design company is Microtech Knives. Microtech comes with several models that I really like the Ultratech, the Scarab, the what you call it, the Combat Trinodon. Um, excuse me. um, Forgive me for that, but I just they're really expensive. They're not really the most practical knives. Um, um, they're machined very well, but there's a problem. They use proprietary screws, and they don't Loctite their hardware, and they won't warranty their product if you're not military or police. Which sucks for me because I can legally own and carry a switchblade knife, but if I buy a Microtech and something goes wrong with it, I can't get it fixed. And like I said, they use proprietary screws and they don't Loctite them. With the OTF, that's a lot of vibration, um, and the screws wiggle loose. and my uh, Ultratech, the two slabs of the handle were actually had a lot of play. They were coming apart, and I couldn't tighten them up. I couldn't Loctite them myself because I don't have the bit. I know they occasionally sell those bits, but you have to get the right bit, and the bits are relatively expensive compared to normal Torx bits. And I just feel that it will solve a lot of problems if they use conventional Torx bits. That way, I can work on the knife myself, and I don't have to send it to warranty because I can't, because they don't stand behind their products like they should. Um, so yeah, that's my problem with them. And in fact, last time I went to the NRA convention in Houston, me and my brother stopped by the Microtech booth, and we talked to him a little bit. And my brother called out the rep and said, "Hey, how come y'all don't Loctite y'all's bits or y'all's hardware?" And he goes, "Well, we don't have enough time. We're a small operation and stuff." And my brother goes, "You make $300 knives. You machine $300 knives with very tight tolerances and everything, and you don't have time to Loctite your bits." And we told him the situation. He was very apologetic, but he didn't offer a solution. So I will never buy another Microtech. I like a lot of their designs. I wish I could make myself appreciate them, but they're really expensive. They're not the most practical knives. They're fun knives. They're very fun, very cool, but um, they just you can't work on them. You can't send them in for work. Um, they need to Loctite their hardware. They need to stand behind their product. Um, that would help a lot. If not, they need to put Torx bits on them so I can work on them. In fact, probably what I should have did was played with the knife so much until I don't know where I could get Torx bits that would fit. Never mind. Anywho, I'd be more willing to spend my money on an Emerson knife than I would another Microtech, because I feel between Ernest Emerson's knives and Microtech's, I think I'd rather have another Emerson, maybe an Emerson Persian or Gypsy Jack, or maybe his Patriot. I'd rather have that knife because I know it will work. I know it won't malfunction like a Microtech. And I know if something does go wrong with Emerson, that I can fix it. Or I'm pretty sure Ernest Emerson would stand behind his product. I never actually sent a product. I never worked with their customer service, but I'm pretty sure they would do it. So those are two companies that I really would like to love and say, hey, these are awesome companies, but I can't because they're a low value and they don't stand behind or one of them doesn't stand behind their products, and they don't manufacture them correctly. So that's it on a Satsu 5. I probably offended some people because you have some really big time fanboys of Emerson knives, and you have some big fanboys of Microtech knives. But um, if you look at them on paper, you can tell that they're not what people hype them up to be. Um, Again, if I had to choose between Microtech and Emerson, I would choose Emerson every time. Um, but that's it. I'm going to go ahead and end this video at 9 minutes. So y'all have a great day. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.